changed my life forever. Pablo Escobar. Pablo got all the narcos together for the first time, and then he proclaimed himself their leader.
They got money, men, weapons.
I mean, all the way. I hope you know what that means.
There's a bounty of $350,000 on any DEA.
I'd agree to go back to Miami if you agree to go back too.
Nosotros somos bandidos. Mark my words, we will get justice.
Óiganme bien, no leeré en silencio.
In a world of drug dealers, good and bad are relative concepts. You do what you think is right, and hope they survive.
We're doing a project which focuses on entertainment law and the legal issues related to the entertainment industry. So I'm going to ask you guys just a few questions. If you don't have an answer, you don't have to answer, no pressure. If I try to skip over, I'm just trying to save time, so please don't get offended. I'm just trying to get through the questions. And so I'm going to start based off, just go through, we're going to identify yourself, and just, maybe if you want to tell us something about yourself, you can, but if not, just your name. I'm going to start over here.
Hi, I'm Marine Castanian.
Hi, I'm Carolina Kajanian.
I'm Diego Mendoza.
I'm Sonny Katoyan.
Sochi Rincon.
Awesome. Thank you guys for coming again. So, I just wanted to let you know this is just about your opinions. There's no right or wrong answers. And I just want everyone to participate. And if you have any other questions or concerns, just let me know during the process and I'll answer them. And so today, as you guys know, we're discussing Netflix. So I was wondering, do you guys watch Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys want to tell me like maybe your favorite show? Your favorite show?
On Netflix?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of watch anything that's like new, like updated.
That's cool. How about you?
Stranger Things is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Office is a classic.
Gossip Girl.
Took my answer, The Office.
And have you guys seen the show Narcos?
No.
No, you haven't seen it?
No.
Not at all?
Well, I've seen the second season,
Oh, okay.
but like parts of it.
Only parts.
Yeah. Like if it was on.
Have you seen it?
I've seen all 3 seasons.
All 3 seasons?
I've seen all of them.
I've only seen like scattered episodes.
Do you know who Pablo Escobar is?
Yes.
You do? How it,
Yeah.
so everyone knows who Pablo
Yes.
Escobar is. Okay, that's good. And you guys already kind of told me how much you guys seen. So you're the only one that's seen all 3 seasons, right? And,
Oh no, both of us.
oh, both of you. Okay. Why did you decide to watch this show for those who have seen it? You just said you watched it just because it was on.
Yeah, it was on. My sister was playing
And
it.
then,
My roommates watched it, so. I
and then you
watched
got into it.
Everyone was talking about it.
Everybody.
Many people.
With that, with why have you watched this show? Did any of you watch it because you were interested in the Pablo Escobar storyline?
Yeah. I wanted to get to know more about it.
Why did you watch it?
My boyfriend was binge watching it, so like if I would come over, he was watching it, then I would see the episodes. But I've never like, it didn't pique my interest.
Do you think that Narcos is like directly based off Pablo Escobar for like the people who have seen it or like who know about it even?
Yeah. I think it's a true story. Well, parts of it. I feel like anything that has to do with entertainment, they obviously have to like portray what they want to portray in whenever they do the movie. So, I mean, for the most part, it's based on a true story.
How about you? Do you think it was like directly based off Pablo Escobar?
Well, I think the first season was, but I don't know. From what I've seen in the second season, like I don't think it's just like on him. I feel like every season is different, but I could be wrong because I haven't seen it. But
Okay.
based on what I saw in the second season,
Yeah.
I think he was like a good like pilot or good season to start off with because he's the most famous drug. I mean, I feel like there's some parts that are, but like Irene had said, there's a little line there, like in entertainment. So I feel like there is some things that are true, but there's also
based off true events, and probably, you know, they did some research into his life and like the stuff that happened that they know, and they tried to incorporate that in the show. But it is also a TV show, so they had to make it super entertaining. So they probably like exaggerated things, made it a little extra than it had to be, just so people could keep watching. So
Actually, you brought up a good point because you said like what you know of Pablo Escobar is from the shows you watch. So that kind of brings up another question I have. What do you guys know of Pablo Escobar? Like when you think of him, what comes to mind?
Notorious drug lord.
Okay. Same.
Yeah, same, but exactly, you don't, even though the whole world probably knows Pablo Escobar, I doubt anyone really knows about like the details of his actual life. You know what I mean?
There's 3 words that I'm going to use, and they're name, image, and likeness. And do you think that the show Narcos uses Pablo Escobar's name, image, or likeness? And by likeness, I mean like what he's like. Like if you saw that person, you would think it was Pablo Escobar. Do you think the show uses that?
I don't think so.
I think so. I'm not sure.
So you guys don't think the show is about Pablo Escobar?
Well, yeah, I think it is about. I mean, like I said, I've only seen scattered episodes, but I would think that it's about Pablo Escobar just based off of what I've heard and like, you know, the few episodes that I have seen. But I don't know. I think it. I agree.
I'm sorry, I think that the show's name is Narcos, and like I said, they do a really good job of telling not just Pablo's story, but the cops and the government officials and things like that. So I think that even though they do use Pablo Escobar's name, image, and likeness, the show is not about Pablo Escobar at all.
But you do think they use it at least like,
Yes.
even if it was for like a certain small percentage?
Yes, I do.
For you guys, I know you guys haven't seen it, but like from what you heard, do you guys have any like thought on if you think they've used it, his image, name, or likeness at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of the show. That,
Just from based off what you heard.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's what like sold the show, because like everybody, all the news stations were like talking about like this is the life of Pablo Escobar, like you should watch it, you should see it. So like anytime I've heard people or like anybody reporting on it, it would be about like this is a really intriguing story about this guy. You know.
So
Terrorism, and if you think narco-terrorism, you think Pablo Escobar.
So rights of commercial appropriation of image, name, image, and likeness are property rights. So that means Pablo Escobar can give his name, image, and likeness to another person, and they can own that, even though that Pablo Escobar has passed away. So if someone owned the rights to Pablo Escobar's name, image, and likeness, do you think that Netflix would have to pay them for
Or ask
using
for
those rights,
permission.
or ask for
Ask for
permission?
permission, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also it differs between a public person and a private person. I feel like Pablo Escobar was a pretty public person. I feel like there's like different rules of like infringement and copyright with like public people, public officials, or anybody.
Yeah, he's definitely a public figure, and so I definitely agree with that point. But yeah, I definitely think that if his name, image, and likeness is owned or something like that by someone, then at least permission is required.
So there's a case where the rights are owned by someone for Pablo Escobar's name, image, and likeness, and it's his brother, and he has brought a lawsuit against Netflix asking for compensation and input in the story. Do you think that Netflix will be like liable? Does everyone know what liable means? Liable to his brother for using the name, image, and likeness
Without permission.
without permission?
Yeah, definitely.
There's
I mean, if you're using someone's true, like, personal story, I mean, you have to get permission either way. And since he was the main, like, if you think drugs, you think Pablo Escobar. So if you have like that credibility of Pablo Escobar, I feel like there's no Narcos without Pablo Escobar. So obviously they're gonna ask permission, and obviously he's gonna be liable. I mean, Netflix is gonna be liable if they didn't ask permission for it.
Also, like, was that information made public before the show came out, or was it public after the success of the show?
So the rights were obtained by his brother before the show, but he didn't bring the lawsuit until after the second season. So what do you think would happen with that?
Going off what she said, and what she said too. First of all, obviously Pablo Escobar didn't invent drugs. He didn't come up with drugs. He doesn't own drugs. But going off what she said was the lawsuit brought forward after the success of the show, because I mean I know that there is a ton of movies about Pablo Escobar, and my only thing was, after whatever 20 years of movies and shows, have there been other movies and shows that didn't get permission or things like that to set precedent for Escobar being a public image? And if there were other movies and TV shows and things like that where permission wasn't required and no lawsuits were brought up, then I think that they have a valid case. Netflix does.
Two hypotheticals too. Like in this case, do you think it would be different if the show was a documentary based on Pablo Escobar, or if they weren't making a profit off of it? Do you think then they would still have to ask for permission, or do you think that would be different because they're not making a profit anyways and it's for a historical reason?
Educational purposes, things like that. I would want to get permission.
Do you still think permission
Or
would
at least-
still be?
Yeah, or at least put it on screen, like we reached out to so-and-so Escobar and they declined to give a comment, or they declined to do X, Y, Z.
To give credit.
Yeah.
It was an interview, or not an interview, a documentary, that permission would be required, whereas since it's more entertainment based, exaggerations, fictionalizations, that there's more gray room and more wiggle room for them to not be required to have permission from whoever it is that owns Escobar's copyrights.
Do you still believe that even though they're making a profit from the show and he's not?
Yeah, because it's not about Escobar, even though he is. Even though you could argue that it is about Escobar, the show isn't about Escobar, it's about narcotics.
Narcos, then I don't think it's going to have this like a different effect. But if he brings information that wasn't in Narcos or wasn't available through Narcos, I think it's a completely different story. Plus, you can use Narcos as an educational purpose too. I mean, I went to school here. I did so many papers on Narcos and like the whole drug cartel and all that. So watching Narcos for like an educational purpose, I think again it's in favor of what she said.
Fair use.
Yeah, fair use.
I also, yeah, it would have to be probably done differently. Like, if his brother wanted to say, like, the real life of my brother, or, like, how my brother was really like, and just use, like, home clips, or, you know, like, if they had it, or, like, pictures and explained it, narrated, then I don't think, like, it would really affect the success of his program or show. If he was doing the same exact thing that Netflix did, then, yeah, why would people want to rewatch that again, you know, give the audience something that they want to see that they haven't seen before.
I think that there's been multiple TV shows, movies since Pablo Escobar was alive about Pablo Escobar, and exactly what you said. I definitely feel like you could argue that Narcos is used for an educational purpose.
Okay, I think Escobar.
I think Netflix.
I think Netflix.
Netflix.
Am I allowed to be undecided? Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I know enough to decide either way.
Feel like Pablo Escobar, fish scale in my car, fish scale in my roller. Your trap it ain't rolling. Narcos, Pablo. I call my man for the Lolo. We bout to drop that snow low. I never talk to the popo. I always ran for the popo. Strap on the seat, trap every week. Yeah.